All right, settle down, you lot. Think Los Angeles is all about sunshine, beaches, and perfect teeth? Well, you're half right. Turns out, behind those pearly whites, Louisiana's hiding a dirty little secret. It's hilarious. That's right, folks. We're diving headfirst into the top 10 funniest places in Los Angeles, from stargazing with the stars. Who knew they needed telescopes, right? To art that'll make you snort your latte. Get ready to laugh harder than a seagull stealing your fries on Venice Beach. Buckle up, buttercups. It's going to be a wild ride. First up, it's the Griffith Observatory. You know, that place where they filmed La La Land? Now, I don't know about you, but I find it hilarious that in the City of Stars, you need a giant telescope to actually see them. Maybe they're all hiding from the paparazzi up there. And speaking of hiding, ever tried to find a celebrity in the Griffith Park bushes? Let's just say it's easier to spot a shooting star. Which, by the way, you can totally pretend to do at the observatory. Just yell, "Ooh!" and point at the sky. No one will know the difference. Next stop, the Santa Monica Pier, home to the iconic Ferris wheel, saltwater taffy that'll pull your fillings out, and enough roller coaster screams to make a banshee jealous. But you know what's truly funny? Trying to walk in a straight line after riding that spinning monstrosity. You'll be walking like a drunken sailor who just discovered dry land. It's a sight to behold, I tell you. Hold on to your hats, folks. We're braving the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, I've always wanted to meet my heroes, but I didn't realize they'd be permanently cemented into the sidewalk. And don't even get me started on trying to find your favorite star. It's like a game of Celebrity Where's Waldo, except Waldo's covered in chewing gum and tourists are taking selfies with his face. Time for some culture, darlings. We're off to the Getty Center. It's got art, it's got views, it's got a parking lot so far away you'll think you're hiking Mount Everest. But hey, at least the exercise will prepare you for the mental gymnastics you'll do trying to understand some of the art. Don't worry, I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in that banana duct taped to the wall. Or maybe someone just really liked bananas. Get ready to people watch, folks, because we're hitting Venice Beach. It's like a circus collided with a flea market, and then a yoga class broke out. You've got your muscle men, your fortune tellers, your artists selling paintings made of bottle caps. And then there's me, just trying to eat my ice cream before a rogue seagull swoops in and nabs it. It's all part of the Venice experience, baby. And some art, I guess next up, it's Los Angeles County Museum of Art. You know, the place with those giant lampposts everyone takes pictures with. Turns out they're not just for Instagram, they're actually art. Who knew? But here's the real question. How many tourists have tried to climb those things after a few too many lattes? I'm not saying I've done it, but I'm also not saying it. Get ready for some movie magic because we're off to Universal Studios Hollywood. It's got rides, it's got shows, it's got lines longer than a Kardashian's wedding train. But hey, at least you can pass the time trying to spot the actors who are definitely not Tom Cruise or Meryl Streep. Spoiler alert, they're usually the ones wearing fanny packs and looking slightly terrified. Time to empty your wallets, or at least gaze longingly through the shop windows, because we're hitting Rodeo Drive. It's the land of designer everything, where the price tags are higher than my hopes of ever affording anything. But you know what's truly funny? Trying to pronounce the names of the designers. I mean, is it Givenchy or Givenchy? At this point, I just point at things and mumble incoherently. Let's get some fresh air, shall we? We're off to Griffith Park. It's got hiking trails, it's got views, it's got me pretending I'm not completely out of breath after walking uphill for 5 minutes. But hey, at least the scenery is distracting. And by scenery, I mean the other hikers who are also pretending they're not dying. We're all in this together, people. Last but not least, we're checking out the Broad, home to some of the most thought-provoking, awe-inspiring, and let's be honest, sometimes downright confusing contemporary art in the world. But you know what's never confusing? The line for the Infinity Room. It's like everyone in Los Angeles simultaneously decided they needed a profile picture that screamed, "I'm artsy." So there you have it, folks. The top 10 funniest places in Los Angeles, from stargazing to art gazing, from celebrity spotting to people watching. Louisiana's got something to tickle everyone's funny bone. Just remember to pack your sense of humor, your walking shoes, and maybe a spare credit card or two, you know, just in case you find yourself on Rodeo Drive with an uncontrollable urge to buy a handbag that costs more than your car. Until next time, stay hilarious, Los Angeles.